On March 8th, the sky above Tehran, a city of nearly 10 million people, was swallowed by a toxic black monster. Overnight strikes on major fuel depots including Agdassia, Shahran, and Karaj did more than destroy infrastructure. They unleashed an environmental catastrophe. Fires burned for hours, releasing a suffocating shroud of pollutants that turned the morning rain black, falling dozens of miles away. As one resident, a 27-year-old teacher, told Time magazine, the air was simply unbreathable. But before we move ahead, please have a look at the other stories from this week. Global oil prices surged past $114 per barrel on March 9th, the highest level since 2022. This surge, driven by the Iran-Israel-US war, is drawing comparisons with the oil supply disruptions of the 1970s and 80s. On March 5th, a Delhi Transport Corporation electric bus caught fire, raising safety concerns about electric public transport and underscoring the need for stronger maintenance, monitoring, and emergency response protocols. On March 5th, India's Environment Ministry proposed amendments to the Environment Impact Assessment Framework, raising concerns by environmental experts. To know more about these stories, visit our website downtoearth.org.in and subscribe to our YouTube channel Down to Earth. The incineration of vast fuel reserves released huge quantities of toxic residues, including high concentrations of hydrocarbons, sulfur, and nitrogen oxides. Experts note the resulting black rain is much worse than traditional acid rain. It contains the precursors for sulfuric and nitric acid alongside highly dangerous pollutants like ultrafine PM2.5 particles and carcinogenic polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Once inhaled, PM2.5 particles can enter the bloodstream, linking exposure to long-term risks including cancers, neurological conditions, and cardiovascular problems. The human cost is immediate and devastating. The Iranian Red Crescent Society warned the rainfall was highly dangerous and acidic, posing risks of chemical burns of the skin and serious damage to the lungs. Ali Jafarian, Iran's deputy health minister, confirmed to Al Jazeera that the toxic air poses a life-threatening risk to the elderly and young children, while the acid rain is already contaminating the soil and water supply. Sheena Ansari, who is the vice president of Iran and head of Iran's Department of Environment, said, "The systematic destruction of the oil depots is a blatant act of ecocide. The environment remains the silent victim of the war." This campaign against civilian industrial infrastructure is the most significant of the conflict so far. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Ismail Baghai stated, "The aggressors are poisoning civilians, devastating the environment, and endangering lives on a massive scale." With over 1,255 civilians killed in the broader conflict since February 28, the environmental attack is viewed by analysts as a desperate act of total warfare aiming to paralyze the nation from the inside. From the oil fires of the 1991 Gulf War to the Qayyara fields in Iraq, history shows that the targeting of energy infrastructure leaves a toxic long-term legacy for the people and the land.